Hi all. As you see, this is video number 100 and I'm very happy about this. Well, I started making these chess videos about 2 years ago and now I have made 99 videos and this is going to be number 100, and I want to do something a bit different than I normally do in my videos. So I'm not going to show you a whole game, but I want to talk to you about pattern recognition, so recognizing patterns in a chess game. But before we go to chess, I would like to thank you for watching my videos and for your comments on YouTube. I hope we can go on for a longer time enjoying chess, and I'm hoping also that I will be able to make at least 100 more videos. So let's go now to the first part about pattern recognition. Okay, now take a look at this position just for a moment. Don't pause the video. Just keep looking at the position and try to find the best move for white here. I'll give you some time. Okay, now maybe you have found the solution here for white, what the best move is, and maybe not. Now let me go now more into detail about recognizing patterns. Have a look at the next diagram now. Okay, now have a look at this diagram. This is much more simple, isn't it? The black king is checkmated. The bishop on this diagonal is taking care of h8 and g7, and the white knight is giving check. So this is checkmate. This is called a pattern. And if you recognized this pattern on the previous diagram, you probably solved the problem quite fast. Now if you didn't recognize this pattern, this mating pattern, it was probably very difficult to find the solution. Let me show you the other diagram one more time. Here it is. So do you see now how in a few moves you can get to the pattern that we saw before? It's by taking queen takes g7, check, king takes g7, the knight from d4 gives check on f5, and it's a double check. The knight gives check and the bishop on the diagonal also will give check. The king can only go back to g8 then, and then the knight gives mate on h6, and we have reached the pattern. Now when we meet problems like this, there are two ways of trying to solve them. One is using what is called the working memory. Working memory means that you start thinking about every possible move here, and you start calculating and calculating and calculating, trying to find out the solution by using your own let's say force of imagination and thinking. Another way is by using the so-called long-term memory, and that has to do with recognizing patterns. If you would have recognized the mating pattern with the knight on h6 and this bishop taking care of the diagonal, then you would have recognized it on this diagram as well. Strong players, strong chess players, have seen so many positions and so many of these patterns that they recognize these patterns during the game. So during the game, this pattern recognition helps you to understand in what direction you have to think, where the possibilities are. Okay? There is a book written by, and I have to have a look here because I have it in front of me, by Martin Wettenschnick, and it's called Understanding Chess Tactics. Wait a minute, I'll show you the front page so you can find it easier. Okay, this is the book, and I must tell you that when I saw this book and I read about it, I was very curious, because it said actually it's written by a man who was a chess trainer, and he was giving training at different chess clubs, and he noticed that many of his students knew quite a lot about strategical principles and about endgames as well, but in their own games they made many tactical mistakes and also didn't see their tactical options to win a game. So then he decided to try to find a book where really this kind of understanding of the chess tactics, the understanding of the different patterns, is learned, and he couldn't find it. So what he did, Mr. Martin Wettenschnick, I'm sorry, it's a German name. What he did is he wrote it himself. So he looked for hundreds, no, maybe not hundreds, yes, hundreds of examples, and he categorized them, and then he explains everything about how to recognize these patterns during our own games. And I must say that I find it, I wish I would have seen this book when I was 16 years old, because it would have been so much easier to learn chess. Now I'm very happy that I saw it now, and I read it really in a week. 1 week I had finished it. It's a book also that you don't really need a chess board to go through the book, because there are so many diagrams that you can actually simply read it. Actually, I find it really an excellent way of understanding. Really, that's the title is absolutely what the book teaches you, to understand chess tactics, not just to solve all kinds of problems. No, really understand them so you can use them in your own games. Okay, I think this is about it for this time. On my next video I'll show you, just like you're used to see on my videos, a beautiful game, but this time, in this video number 100, I wanted to make a short sidestep towards this advice of understanding patterns and pattern recognition, and I hope you can use this, and good luck in your games. Okay, I'll see you next time on YouTube. Bye bye.